Alright, so in this one, as you can hear, I am a little bit more energized. Got a little bit of sleep because, you know, I fucking needed it. Albeit it was just, what was it? 2-3 hours? Whatever. Got a little bit of sleep. It's like, 11:05 a.m. So, a few hours and finally feel like I can, you know, think straight, not say Trunks when I mean to say Gohan, just like I did in the 1 p.m. because I'm a little bit slow sometimes. It kind of just be like that. But I had that pull up earlier, just to point this out so people understand, about Broly and talking about Broly to showcase and whatever. I thought about it, and it didn't make sense. My delusional brain of the no sleep, you know, for 22 hours was thinking, yeah, let's just do a 7 p.m. showcase of him. People want to see discussions for 7 p.m., right? Unless I really, really need to showcase a unit, I ain't doing that shit. And Broly, to be honest, and to be truly fair, you aren't going to run him right now. He's 2 stars, tomorrow he'll be 3 stars, then maybe in a few days he'll be 6 stars. I would say at 6 stars, maybe I'll start showcasing him, you know, 6 star, 9 star, 12 star, 14. But you're actually going to use him and see his potential actually be worth it. In LBR, you're not going to really see it, as people point out, because every unit's going to be the same, essentially, tier, right? No one's going to be, this guy's better because he's higher stars than this guy. No, Broly's going to look the same in LBR as any other unit because no other unit's going to stand out that heavily because everything's equally starred out. So, I figure we'll just hold out on that. I'll put it on the back burner tomorrow. And the next following days are going to be very cancerous teams I'm going to run. And for 2 reasons. One, I have run shit teams for the last fucking weeks and months and whatever the fuck. And now, it is my time to showcase Goten and his cancer-ass teams. Maybe not so much the Blue Gohan, because he's pretty you know, compared to Goten at least. Goten's cancer-ass teams in its full, honest glory. And the 1 hour PvP is going to be, you guessed it, motherfucking Goten with the side of that Blue Gohan. Because you know what? Fuck being fair. That's PvP, and I'm going into the toxic part. Anyways, to get into this video, because, you know, this is the video we're talking about, should you summon on this Legends Ultimate pickup? So I'm going to be blunt with you guys. If I could speak properly, we might get there, and maybe you'll even understand what I'm saying at some point. Legend Ultimate Pickup, should you summon? This Ultimate Pickup is the best Ultimate Pickup we have had yet, and there will probably be none that top it. You have 3 units featured on the banner, out of the 4, that are, in my opinion, top 5 units in the game. Goten is top 5 in the game. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, top 5 in the game. And Super Saiyan 3 Goku, top 5 in the game. Then LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who could be seen as slept on, while he can also be known as the mid LF. Are they worth it? Now, I'm gonna be honest, truly honest, and maybe this is, again, delusion because of the lack of sleep, and maybe if it's, you know, it is what it is if it is delusion, right? I value this Goten, who I now have 9 stars because of the missions and all that. By the way, if you're gonna land his Awakened Arts and Ultimates, do it in the Let's Fight because you have to raise his friendship anyways, so just stall out to 155 counts, you know, make them vanish or whatever, and then get your ultimate arts done there. Same with Gohan, just do that there because that's where it's going to like be easiest to do because you are killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Nonetheless, I value this 9-star Goten I own over a 6-star Revival Gohan. Now let me please explain before people say, what the fuck, you're an idiot! Firstly, I understand that. Trust me, I am not smart. I am not anything in that realm of category. I promise. Never thought I was and never think I will be that, you know, category of smart. Let me just explain. I think there are 2 versions of the hybrid team that now exist with Goten. One is the, if you play perfect and you know how to play the fucking game after this many matches, then you can run Goten and then Red Gohan together, and then be perfectly set without having to rely on future Gohan to, you know, save your ass with his extra life. Revival Gohan, save your ass with his extra life. Then, there's another version of the team where it's very mess up dependent. Now, what I mean by this is you can make 27 mistakes with Revival Gohan, Future Gohan, and whoever else the third unit is, with it being Red Gohan, Goten, whoever. You can make 37 million mistakes and still win the match with ease. But with a team of LF Goten and Red Gohan, you don't get to make these same mistakes. Sure, you might have some leeway because you could run Revival Gohan as purple, purple, red, or Yellow Gohan as purple, red, yellow, and have, you know, an extra life somewhere in there. But ideally, you want to run a really, really hard-hitting team of Goten and Gohan, and then your third option kind of be another hard hitter that can just swing his dick out and say, fuck you, or you run a safe option of Revival Gohan. That's where I value Goten more. Yes, he won't, you know, sustain as long as Revival Gohan. Yes, he won't do all these things that Revival Gohan can do. But then there's things Revival Gohan can't do. And that's the support. Revival Gohan won't support Goten like Goten is supporting Red Gohan. I think the pairing of Goten and Red Gohan is stronger than the pairing of any other two units with Red Gohan. And that's where I think you should summon on this banner. Listen, I gotta be straight up with you guys. Goten is crazy. Again, I'm valuing a 9-star Goten over my 6-star Revival Gohan. I think Goten is more valuable. Does that mean I think he's better than Revival Gohan? No. I think Revival Gohan has more utility, and that makes him a better unit. But I think Goten's a top 5 unit in the game. Straight up. I know he just happened, just came out, all this, very early delusion, whatever you want to call it. I think Goten's top 5 unit in the game. With that being said, you got 3 top 5 units of the game right there for you to pick up out of 20 units. That's a 3 in 20 chance. Then, you have Goten Z Power, where you can get 500 of it, from this new event and all that, which is a little bit of a kick in the balls, but it'd be like that sometimes. Maybe if you have him the same stars I did, where he was 8 into 9, but you had that extra dupe, then he could go into 9 stars, or maybe you're at like 7, then you're getting him to 8 from this banner, then you get him to 9 from there. Whatever, it's more beneficial to someone that's obviously already having him at 7 or higher, because you can't get 600 Z power, which is another limit break. But I digress to talk about the banner more than anything else. Let's look at it, right? So featured characters. Just if you get a Nimbus, this is what you're going to get. One of these characters. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You don't care. We're not going to talk about him because you don't care, right? So that's one unit that just cut him from the list. You don't care. Fuck him. Goten. You care. Goten, you want 7 stars. And I understand if you have a 0-star Goten and you're thinking, oh, well, he's telling me to summon because I should pull for Goten and get him Zenkai. Do it with caution, right? If you have a 4-star Goten, then I think it's warranted that you could summon, because maybe you'll have 1,000 Legends Limited tickets saved up somewhere from never using them ever before, or just holding on to them for the next LF Zenkai, which is a very smart idea, which a lot of free-to-play players should be doing. Then you pull one copy, boom, you pop that Legends Limited ticket, you got a 7-star Goten, and you're shitting on everybody with them. And you got a Zenkai done. So yes, summon for him. Gohan, same concept. Gohan's been around longer. A lot of people probably have him Zenkai 7 already. So it's more in the department of you're getting him limit breaks. And trust me, this Gohan very much loves his limit breaks. So no downside to pulling this guy. Again, the best partner of him is the one before him, Goten. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, I personally don't do the Sun Family aspect of this team, which I know Hybrids is Sun Family. I get it, because you're not running a Trunks, because Goten wants to be with, Gohans and Sun Family units. But what I mean by that is his passive use, or unique, used to be that when a Goku dies, he'll gain this much damage. Well, they changed that to Sun Family member, right? So they changed it from Goku has to die. So this guy loses a little bit of value, but, I mean, he's still one of the best units in the game because the pairing of Angel Vegeta, I mean, if you want to run, Goten, Gohan, and this guy together, there's no stopping you. There's no issue with that. You have a very tanky, blast-based green here who has better defenses than defense types. Just understand that. This guy is better defenses than defense types. Then you have Gohan, who can, tank hits easily. And then Goten, I guess, could be like your pseudo sack off, or the unit you just kind of go into as your middle, in-between unit that's going to give you a lot of ki, allow you to stall combos, because this guy's going to have card draw speed. Goten's going to get, like, all his ki back when he comes in, and the blast starts 2 times. This guy's very good to help you stall, to allow your other 2 units that are your main 2 damage dealers for the good time being until this guy ramps up to do everything. So this guy, also worth it, but he's not the ideal pick to get summoned, right? Then the other units as we go on. Revival Goku. I've said my piece on him. I think he's okay. He needs limit breaks to look good, kind of just like this Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku we just got. If he doesn't have limit breaks, he won't replace anybody. I think at high stars he can replace Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Zenkai 7, but I'm talking like 12, 13, 14 stars, not some, 10-star shit. So, give and take with that if you really want to run this guy. And, well, you really don't need him if you have any Blue Sun Family Zenkais for any team. Trunks and Mai, I made a video about them. You're not going to run them. They're just not your first pick, they're not your second pick, they're not your third pick. You're not going to run them because their teams aren't fleshed out for what they are, right? They're strike-based. Strike-based future doesn't really exist. Strike-based hybrids is cool and all, but it's more, you don't have a Zenkai on that team because you have Revival Gohan and Future Gohan. Then you have no Zenkai, and you need a Zenkai to take a load off, right? Most Zenkais take a load off and let you just relax. That team wouldn't have it. Vegeta family, same concept. They just don't fit somewhere now, but I think in the future they could fit in a lot of teams if they just get buffs, This Broly, he actually gains value because Goten obviously is Zenkaiing, but he's not good. If you haven't seen it yet, the new Purple Broly basically is this guy just better. He doesn't care about Bardock being a Super Saiyan, and what I mean by that is basically they had this thing where they always do it. If you're a Super Saiyan, you're going to get neutered, right? This Blue Gohan got that effect with him being basically a wet noodle on Blast and only decent on strikes. He had that effect where he got neutered because obviously Sun Family, all the teams he could run him on. If he didn't get neutered, he'd be crazy. And then this new Purple Broly didn't get that effect. He can do crazy damage against Sun Family or non-Sun Family, and this guy is more a bench for him. But again, this guy does gain value because Purple Red hybrids will be running rampant. So, at your own will, run this guy or not. I don't recommend it though. Then Angel Vegeta, obviously the best support for him is also, well, his best usage is supporting the other LF on this banner, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So pulling him, pulling this guy, put them together. God, I can't speak. Put them together. What do you have? Fantastic. Amazing. Wins. That's what you have. Run them together. They're great. And I think that'll probably be it. DBS Frieza. Yeah, whatever. There's better options on all of his teams. This guy, I don't like him. Not going to talk about him. This guy, again, better options on, let's say, movies. The only team you're really going to run him on with Green Broly. You're just a fucking tragedy. I don't even want to talk about you. You look stupid. This guy's going to be good on Sun Family. I ran him with Goten more because I didn't want to run the cancer setup of, like, the best motherfucking team in the game. I ran this guy as a support for Gohan and Goten. And, well, he did the fucking job, right? Because everyone was forfeiting within 20-30 counts. Very good support unit and a really good aging non-Zenkai support. I very much like this Goten. And he could tank pretty well. And then, Trunks, he kind of, they came out together, but he falls in a different vein of, again, strike-based units where teams are blast-based don't primarily do the greatest, right? This guy's very squishy, and he doesn't offer more than just damage, which doesn't help him, honestly. Then I think that's probably it. This guy, double Z ability, or for attacks for hybrids and Sun Family, I think. Not bad. He's honestly pretty good and very slept on, actually. I really like that term, Power Gohan. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, good Zenkai. Vegeta, good Zenkai. This Gohan. I'll talk about this Gohan. Okay, I talked about him a little bit, but I'll talk about him here. This guy, look, he can get a lot of health, he can get a lot of cut, and that's cool and all, but it's just, I don't like when my tanking god hits like a feather. To compare, let's say Fat Boo, who's very good at tanking, hits like shit. I mean, he doesn't. That's the thing. Fat Boo doesn't hit like shit. Fat Boo's gonna do good damage off the first strike arc since it has 100% damage inflicted after he takes hits, or with the build-up to do more against Saiyans, or all that. He's just not gonna do shit. This Gohan needs strike art to do well, which is hard to do when you're running red LF Gohan, and then let's say LF Goten. He's gonna color synergize, but he's not gonna get strikes. That's a problem, right? That's a big glaring issue with this guy. Then if he does blast, I promise you, he will not hurt the opponent. He just isn't good in that regard. They made him only meant to tank. I did a blue card with this guy without Zenkai 7 Red Gohan, you know, being covered in, just raw like 5 counts in. This guy didn't even do half his health. Remember, it's a blue Zenkai 7 that is legitimately the most recent Zenkai in the game, and they didn't make me do half his health with a blue card? I don't know. I think he's in the era of balanced Zenkais, which is good, but is he worth going for with that knowledge? No. So this guy Zenkai, I think, is just kind of under, you know, water under the bridge. You can kind of just look past it and just think, okay, he didn't really Zenkai, he doesn't really exist to me, so I don't really care if I pull him or not. Just my opinion of him. Then Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, a good purple option, right? If you don't have the new stuff that's coming, but you're not pulling for this guy. Then this guy's going to have a good Zenkai buff to Goten, the movie Gohan, whatever. Not much else. And then that's the banner. So, again, to look over, we have, if I could load up here, the Z Power list real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's lagging, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 featured units. Now, how many are actually going to be usable once you pull them? Honestly, going to be usable once you pull them, assuming your Goten is like 4 to 6, or it's like going 6 to 7, you're in that realm of closeness to where you're comfortable pulling on this banner. Again, not 2 or 3 stars, I think you should pull on this. But if you're in that realm where your Goten's like 4 to 6, then you got a little bit of Legends Limited tickets saved up, you know, you're in that little, maybe I can do it. Maybe a multi-Z Power banner will come back. The Legends Limited multi-Z Power banner will come back next week. Maybe you'll get the Super Chrono Crystal deal. I think I had like a half yawn there, then I fucking voice cracked. That was great. Maybe you'll have like a Super Chrono Crystal deal and you'll buy it. Who knows? You're in that realm of very closeness, though, for Goten, Gohan, or Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, let's go over if you should summon from that. In that realm, please understand, that's my discussion here. Not 0 stars, go for this banner. Please, don't do that. I feel bad for you. Goten, yes, he's worth it. Gohan, yes, he's worth it. Goku, yes, he's worth it. Revival Goku, for argument's sake, let's say, I don't know, he's at 3 stars and you get him to 6 stars in this banner. Okay, that's good. Maybe you don't have Zenkai 7 Blue Goku. This guy's a suitable replacement on God Key and on any team that Blue Goku's on. So, okay, that's fine. Trunks and Mai, not worth the summon. So, look, we have 4 units that are worth it. 4 out of 20 so far. Yellow Broly, I think is okay worth it. He is gaining value with the meta changing as it is. So, if you could argue it, I will say it. He is worth summoning for on this banner. I know. Hard to say after my showcase of him, but yeah, 5 out of 20. Alright, just remember that. 5 out of 20. Angel Vegeta, hell yeah. 6 out of 20, not even a debate. If you debate me, you're wrong. I'm just being honest. DBS Frieza, no. Purple Vegeta, no. Metal Cooler, I think you can argue, if you don't have Zenkai 7 Green Broly, that he is worth it. But for argument's sake, let's say no. Because earlier we said yes for somebody else, right? Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, no. Goten, if you don't have the ideal hybrid team of the purple, red, you know, Zenkai buffs, all that bullshit set up, I'd say yeah. Goten is very good support. Double attack bench for hybrids and Sun Family as well. I think he's worth the summon. So yeah, I'd say 7 out of 20 on this banner. Trunks, no, he's just not good enough for what we're desiring here. Gohan, yes. Him being range type, him being slept on, and him being double attack, again, like I mentioned earlier, just like Goten is, he can do very well, and he can also support, just like future Gohan would. So he's basically a pseudo replacement with having the correct colors of being blue, purple, red with Goten and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So I'd say yes, 8 out of 20. 8 out of 20 units are good to pull on this banner right now, from what we've been discussing. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, they're not really going to help you the most. Maybe Goku can, but we'll say no for argument's sake. Then you have the bottom 3 here of Zenkais. Gohan, no. He can be run with them, sure, but the glaring issues are just too big for Gohan, and I don't think he's worth trying to run with Gohan and Goten. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you can make a case if you're gonna Zenkai him, but I don't think so. And then this purple Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's not worth going for individually of himself, but if you're really fiending for Zenkai buffs, then sure. But again, let's just say no for argument's sake. So what was it? We have, just to go back to, or over this, I can't fucking speak! Gohan, so that's 1. Goten, that's 2. Then we have Angel Vegeta, that's 3. Broly, 4. Revival Goku, 5. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, 6. Gohan, 7. Goten, 8. 8 out of 20 units. If you are at what I've said, you know, your LFs are pretty close, but they're not there yet, then your other units are nearing 6 star. Apologize for that. I'm not cutting it out. I'm sorry. This video's been long enough with me speaking and rambling. Just keep the sneeze. I lost my train of thought. 8 out of 20 are yes. If you're close to the limit breaks that you think are desirable, with obviously Goten being close to 7, maybe a 4 to 6 going into 7, or a 6 to 7. Same with Gohan, same with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Then with like Revival Goku going to 6 and all those other normal sparkings, if you're in that realm of getting them close to those limit breaks that matter the most, obviously 7 stars for LFs and 6 stars for the normal ass sparkings that are in Zenkais here, yes, go for it. This is the best Legends Ultimate pickup they have had. It is not a scam. It is very good. Honestly, it is. Now, I don't know if it's in the news, but just keep this in mind. There was a thing I saw on Twitter that showed we are getting a raid next week. Yeah, a raid. I don't know if it's here. I don't know where it was. I saw it on Twitter, and I'm reporting this information to you guys. Oh, they returned. Maybe that's why they're here. Oh, wow. Interesting. But nonetheless, we are getting a raid coming up. That means next week we are getting an LF banner. Just straight up with you. I don't know what's going to be. I don't know what theme. I don't know if it's going to follow a theme because we're going to fight. I think it's one of these Brolys, right? Again, I don't have the image here. Maybe I'll have it pulled up right smack in the middle right there if I find it. If I can't, I apologize. But we are getting a raid. Please understand, an LF is coming next week. So, if that dissuades you, if that makes you say, hey, let me not do this summon real quick, well, you got 12 days. You can figure it out. Again, an LF is coming next week. Have the image up whenever the fuck I put it up on the screen. Yeah. Hope this guide helps you keep an informed decision if you should summon or not. Again, it is my opinion. If you disagree, feel free to. If you did summon, let me know if you guys got what you wanted, and if you didn't, let me know. With all that being said, hope you guys liked this video. Hope you guys liked the showcases of Gohan and Goten. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one for some toxic hybrid Saiyans. Or maybe some other toxic shit. But definitely, Goten is coming.